Welcome to Basic Brewing Video. I'm James Spencer.
I'm Steve Wilkes.
We hope you're having a great holiday season so far.
Yes.
And we hope that you're going to have an awesome New Year's Day coming up soon. And that's why we're here.
That's right. We're going to celebrate with a cocktail that you come up with.
A beer cocktail.
Very excited about. And James said, I'm making something that will be reminiscent of a Berliner Weiss. I won't spill the beans just yet. But he said, come up with something to eat with that as a little snack tray for a New Year's Day or New Year's Eve celebration.
So you're having your friends over and you're having festivities going into the new year. And I thought usually we do an end of the year barley wine. But
Big
this year,
honkin' beer.
That's right. Tons of alcohol, tons of calories. But I decided to break tradition this year and do something that's a little lighter. Now, this beer that we're having now, cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
Is only 4.2% alcohol.
It's very lemony, yeasty. It's a wheat beer.
There's wheat in it. Let's talk about the beer.
Yeah.
So by itself, it's kind of a refreshing, tasty little beer. This is the last episode we teased that we were going to talk about doing no sparge with brew in the bag. So that's what I did.
Ah.
I did. I took 6 pounds of Belgian Pils, or 2.7 kilograms, 2 pounds of malted wheat, or 970 grams. And I mashed that in 8 gallons of water, which is all the water that I was going to need for the brew. So at the end of that mash, I mashed in the bag. At the end of the mash, I took the bag out and I spun it and squeezed it, as we always do. And then
There's a joke there somewhere, but I'm not going for it.
and then what I did was I brought that up to the boil and added 0.75 ounces, 3/4 of an ounce of Styrian Goldings, or 21 grams of Styrian Goldings for 60 minutes. Yep. And then at 30 minutes, I added half a pound, or 226 kilograms, or 226 grams of Dextrose. Or corn sugar. Now, what this is, and then I boiled for an hour, of course. What this is a scaled down version of my Belgian amber, Belgian brunette, Belgian whatever recipe.
Right.
Just to get a smaller beer that's a bit more refreshing and doesn't have a lot of the Belgian character. I came out with an original gravity of 1039, which is pretty low. And used for the first time SAF Brew T58, which is a dry Belgian yeast. So as I said, 4.2% alcohol, 160 calories per pint.
I'm all over that.
So there you go.
Well, it's very refreshing.
It is.
It is definitely a Belgian beer, but exactly what you would expect. It's not, it's not big and honking.
But it just, to me, I was sipping this and I was like, I wish I'd have put some spice in or something to, to liven it up a little bit. And then I glanced over at my kombucha jar.
You're scaring me, James. You're scaring me.
Now, if you've watched our episodes, if you've watched the archives, you saw our kombucha episode, which we used this kind of fungus thing to, to ferment green tea. We used green tea. You can use black tea. But this is kombucha, and it is very sour. I mean, this stuff has been in the jug for a long time, and I need to put some fresh tea on top of it, fresh sweetened tea on top of it. But what I'm going to do is homebrewed kombucha.
So we're going to blend.
Just a little bit. Now, smell that.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's sour.
Oh,
wow.
That's a sour beer.
That is sour.
So, what you want to do is...
hook me up.
Just happen to have a beer keg right here.
Studio B.
We'll do a little spritzer here.
Yeah.
I'll clean that up later.
I'm so excited.
I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I just can't. Okay.
Well,
So now we have the interesting little session beer on top of some kombucha.
this is what I like about this show. It's like a Berliner Weiss.
It's very tart now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very kind of lemony and tart.
Oh my.
And now I have to thank my buddy Alex Roberts, or our buddy Alex Roberts, who brought me an actual beer that was a blend of kombucha and a Belgian beer, and it was a lot like this. And I thought to myself, man, I got to brew one of those.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. You just do this. And the beautiful thing about this is that you can tailor it to your taste. So if you don't like a lot of sourness, you just go a little bit of the kombucha in there. If you like a lot of sourness, you go for half and half maybe.
Yeah.
And that'll pucker you right up.
Well,
So what do you think?
I think it's great. I think it needs some food though. Mm-hmm. So what I did was I was thinking about what would I pair with a Berliner Weiss, since I knew that was how this was going to basically come out.
Right.
And what I thought was, if I was in Berlin, I would just have a plate of kind of noshy stuff. And so I came up with some things that I could get here locally. So we've got some endive that's stuffed with goat cheese, locally made goat cheese. I took some daikon radish and sliced them into little slices, and I topped some of them with goat cheese and caviar.
Ooh.
Little fishy goodness there. And then I've got a duck pate with, instead of crackers, I just stayed with the daikon radish, little rounds, little sliced rounds. And then I've got some sweet gherkins, some pickled okra. If you're from the South, you know all about pickled okra. And if you're not from the South, you don't, but you should try it. And a little hard salami, and, well, that's it. So you can put anything you want on here. But the idea is just that some kind of salty, sweet stuff that would go with this lovely sour beer, and see how it pairs. So you have not had caviar.
Not in a very long time. Not
in a long
good
time?
caviar, not in a very long time. And I had it when I was a kid, when my palate was a little different.
Well, I love caviar.
And that kind of ruined me on it for a while.
Well, I'm going to just reach in here and grab one, and I'll let you grab whatever you want.
All right.
I'm going to try one of these. So this is a daikon radish slice with just a little bit of goat cheese and about 1/8 of a teaspoon of black caviar. I love that.
There's a lot going there.
And let's see how it does with the beer. You see what I like about that? The flavors complement, but then the beer is a cleansing.
It is.
So you complement, you contrast, or you cleanse. In this case, we're cleansing.
Very nice.
And it takes that saltiness, and so where it might, be kind of, oh, that's salty, it just takes that right out and just leaves you with that lovely little flavor.
And it washes the cheese right away. Boy, now I'm ready for another bite.
Well,
But instead of just torturing our our viewers with the chewing and the munching and the enjoying of the food, maybe we should just wish them Happy New Year.
Well, I think so.
And try this. I mean, find some nice and sour. You can get commercial kombucha, and you can actually, if it's unpasteurized kombucha, you can put that in some sweetened tea of your own and make your own mother and make your own starter. But this is a wonderful way to combine two home-brewed ingredients that I made myself into something that's this is 1 + 1 = 3.
Yeah. I tried that in math, and it's why.
Yeah, don't answer that. Don't do that.
That's why I became a journalism major. So,
well, very nice.
Very nice, James. Good job.
Thanks for the food.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year. We're declaring this the year of the light beer.
Yeah. We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, it'll last till about March in season. But anyway,
safe and happy and prosperous New Year to you. We'll see you in 2012. Cheers.
Cheers.
Come and visit us on the web
At basicbrewing.com, you can find archive lists of both our audio and video podcasts on home brewing. You can also find our DVDs, Extract Brewing and Partial Mashing, Stepping into All Grain, Low-Tech Lagering and Decoction Mashing, Introduction to Wine Kits, and for a limited time, our 2012 Brewer's Logbook. Drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. Write to James at basicbrewing.com, Steve at basicbrewing.com, or just use the contact form on basicbrewing.com. We're heading into the new year.
It'll always be the year of the rat to me.